Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. I'm filming this in my storage unit tonight being Thursday night. And today I went to my local comic book shop, which is in the city. It's Star Comics Melbourne at 53 Queen Street, Melbourne. I filmed something a few nights ago, and I said that I wasn't going to go into my local this week because we had some protests in the city. But being in the city today, it wasn't bad at all, and I could not find any protesters. So I took a chance. I went down to All Star. It was perfect, just business as usual. It was a beautiful day in Melbourne this afternoon, and I got home and put the news on and realised that the protests are happening tonight. So I missed it. So that was good. And it's good for you guys because I picked up a bunch of stuff. Now, unfortunately, there was some stuff, I think it was DC stuff. Could have been either DC or Marvel. One of them, the shipment doesn't run until tomorrow. So I won't be back until Friday next week, and so Saturday next week I'm going to do a big haul video for you, but we'll deal with that later. Yeah, I filmed these videos, but I'm kind of putting them out kind of haphazardly. So they're a little bit all over the place. So there will be a video where I'm talking about how I didn't go into the city, but then I have gone into the city, and I'm going to post this who knows when. So when I mention about the protests, just don't worry about it. And I've been waffling on. Let's get on to some comic books. The first one I picked up was Exceptional X-Men Issue 1 by Eve Ewing and Canaro. I don't know who Canaro is, but I saw this solicited and I thought, let's take a chance. You never know. Eve Ewing, I remember she did a series called Ironheart many years ago, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun and cartoony. Had a fair amount of action in it, and yeah, so I thought I'll take a chance at this. I have seen other YouTube channels berate this series and really hammer home the things they don't like about it. You won't find that on my channel. I buy these books because there's something in there that I want to read. I want to see what it's like, and once I read it, then I can make my opinion. But yeah, it's not going to be a negative one because there's no need for it. Now the next book, the next book I want to show off is by Boom Studios. It's called Minor Arcana. It's written and drawn by Jeff Lemire. Is it drawn by Jeff? Yes, it is drawn by Jeff Lemire. I saw this solicited a while back, and the cover really intrigued me. I was intrigued by the magic aspect of it. And yeah, this style of artwork kind of appeals to me. Jeff Lemire, for the most part, Jeff Lemire can do no wrong in my book. He wrote a absolutely fantastic Animal Man series, which I still revere to this day. Just a phenomenal artist, phenomenal writer, and I think if they let him run with this, and I think Boom will, if they let him run with this, I think he can do something really good. And so I thought I'd take a chance with Minor Arcana. Now, Get Fury issue 5. Okay, so I think this is the penultimate issue. If you have read Garth Ennis's Max books, particularly his Fury books, I don't think he did any Punisher books, but he did a few Fury books. There was a lot of political back and forth, which I find particularly boring. But then it's met with this just extreme violence. And look, I'll show you on the back. Marvel have this new thing called Red Band, and the violence is so graphic that you got to put it in a plastic sleeve. What I saw in this, as I was flicking through it, this pales in comparison to the violence. I can guarantee you there's some stuff going on in here, extremely brutal. So I'm looking forward to reading this, because that's really all I want with a Punisher series, especially by Garth Ennis. is just some really brutal action or violence. What can I say? It's the Punisher. Okay, now for something very different, we have Godzilla Skate or Die by IDW. This is issue 3. This is set in Port Kembla in Western Australia, and these kids wag school just to go skating, and they do it at exactly the wrong day because Godzilla makes landfall in Port Kembla. Port Kembla. Sorry, I always stuff that up. Port Kembla, and yeah, so he makes landfall and it hits the fan. So this is a really great, fun concept. It reminds me of Grommets, the series Grommets, which is coming out by Image at the moment. I think Grommets is getting a little bit more attention, even though they're kind of similar in terms of kids just wanting to skate. There's a lot going for this series, and there's a lot going for Grommets as well. They're peas in a pod. If I will say this though, that if you like grommets, check this out because I think you'll find something in here that you'll really enjoy, and it's not just skating. Okay, the next one is Shazam issue 15 by Josie Campbell and Luke Pacino. And I will say this again and again. Josie Campbell is doing something here that you haven't really seen with other Shazam series. Particularly with Mark Waid's run. She's taken this and she's forging her own path. It's fun, it's interesting in terms of a family aspect, and I am very happy to continue to read Shazam. I think this series is done. I think this is about to end, which is unfortunate because I am enjoying it, and it's just me. It's my opinion. Put down in the comments below if you've read it and you hate it, because I'd like to know. Now, Green Lantern issue 15. Excuse me. It's very cold in here, and I just took a big breath of cold air. Okay. Green Lantern issue 15. The Absolute Power tie-in. Absolute Power. It's just, my God. It's so unfortunate that this series is kind of lumped itself in with DC because unfortunately it feels like a bit of a nothing series, and Green Lantern was going all guns a blazing. It was a fun action-packed story, and Jeremy Adams knew where he was going, and then it feels like he's just been settled with this story that he has to include, but I have flicked through in here because I've looked at this already. Yeah, there he is. There's a villain in here, one of my favorite Green Lantern villains. Buy the issue and find out who it is. Okay. Daredevil issue 13, or issue 675 in the legacy numbering. John Romita Jr. Cover at least. Pretty weak. A little bit rushed, it seems. And the interior, unfortunately, isn't by anyone who's been on the book prior. The guy's name is Chris Capana, and it's okay. The artwork's okay. I'm not going to show you. It's a little bit cartoony, but it's okay. Now the thing of it is, this is issue 13, and this is like a major story that's been going on for 13 issues now. The subtitle is Introductory Rights. And I thought it was just going to be like a 6-issue series or a 6-issue story, but this is part 13. So I don't know where this is going or how long it's going to take, but I will continue to read it because it is a good story. Okay, now this is for my son. This is for Pete, my son Pete. Looney Tunes issue 280 to coincide with the winter, not with the Winter Olympics, the Olympics and the Paralympics, which have just finished. He doesn't know that I have this. I'm going to take this home and show him. He's going to be very excited because he loves to read the Looney Tunes, and why not? Bit of fun. All right, so we've got a few more to go. 4 more to go. And as usual, what I do on these videos is I show off the books I want to read first. I'm going to put them last. So we're getting up to the books that I really want to read. And this is one of them. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Night Watcher by Tom Watts. Is it Tom by? No, it's not by Tom Watts. So, excuse me. It's by Junibar or Unibar. Um, I read the Free Comic Book Day version or edition, and I was very impressed. And I thought, yes, let's jump on this. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I get them all. Don't know what else to say. I'm just eager to read it. I want to see what this is all about. Yeah, there we go. Night Watcher issue 1. Do you have that on your standing order, or have you given it a wide berth? Let me know. The next one is issue 2 of Cruel Universe by Oni Press. And this is a sci-fi anthology series. Beautiful cardstock, beautiful paper stock. Just the quality in here is incredible. Now, admittedly, it's a $4.99 book, but you get your money's worth with this. And if you are an anthology fan, which I am, I love anthology series. Any romance, war, western, sci-fi, horror, anything. Give it to me, I will read it, and I will enjoy it. I just love the format, and I think I'm really going to enjoy this. Now, I bought this as a joke. I'm not a Star Wars fan, but I saw this listed and I went, what the hell is this? Okay, so it's Star Wars The Acolyte Kelnaccas. I saw that name Kelnaccas and I was like, what? What is this? Who is Kelnaccas? It's such an Aussie name. Yeah, I don't know if it's solely an Aussie term, but if you want to, or maybe I shouldn't say it, but knackers in Australia is a particular part of a male anatomy. So the name Kelnaccas just gave me the giggles. It still does. But yeah, look, it's got Wookiees in it, so I thought, yeah, why not give it a chance? I'm just getting this one issue just to see what it's like. I have flicked through it. It looks good. The artwork's very nice, but I'm not a Star Wars fan. I get the giggles from Kelnaccas. Okay, now the first book I'm going to read. I'm going to take this all home and read this one tonight at least. It's Conan Battle of the Blackstone, issue 1 by Titan, and written by Jeb Wells. I bought this for the cover. It's by Gerardo Zavano, rather. I saw the pencil work online, and this floored me. So a mate of mine is a huge Zafano fan, and he said, check this out. And I did, and it just looks great. And I'm really happy to have this in my collection. Looking at it though, the interiors, the artwork's a little bit different, but it is so interesting. Like there's stuff going on in here that you would not expect from a Conan book. So yeah, this is at the top of my pile. I'm gonna read this, and I reckon I'm gonna thoroughly enjoy it. And yeah, so that's the video for tonight. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll catch you at the next one. Bye, guys.